having given everyone an opportunity to do the right thing, and only one righteous man was found in the world. This isn't just a storm, but a cataclysmic event that is about to hit reset on human society. And this man and his family get to survive it. How did he? My name is David Garcia, and I am the Global Pastor for Spanish Ministries. Thank you for joining us for today's Daily Dose. Now, I wish the title of this dose was How to Avoid the Storms in Our Lives, but the truth is that storms rise often in our lives, and chances are that if we are not caught up on our own storms, we are caught up in the storms of other people. Think about storms as hard seasons, whether friends, family, or our own. Now today, as we look at this story of Noah and the flood, I'm sure we're gonna find some tips that are gonna help us survive the storm. So I have 3 things for you. How do we survive the storm? Number 1, keep a well-maintained ship. Think about the ship as your life. Genesis 6:9 says this, Noah walked faithfully with God, which means that by the time the flood hit, he had been walking with God for a long time. He was 600 years old, and he was faithful. He was constantly making sure that he was doing what God wanted. Now, think about it this way. When it comes to keep a well-maintained ship, check your spiritual compass. You have to calibrate it regularly to make sure that you're going in the right direction. What does it mean to calibrate it, right? It means that we have to walk with God often, like Noah did. And how did he do that? That means that we have to be intentionally making God a part of our day. And while that might not save you from the storm, it will protect you from it. Now, just as important as a well-maintained ship is to reinforce your relational hull. So if your life is the boat, the hull is the community. It's like the people that surrounds your life. A string of 3 is not easily broken. That's what the Bible tells us. And did you know that one of the key factors in surviving a storm is to have a well-trained crew? And this is where life groups are important, because you can't fit the whole church on your boat, but you can fit your life group. You can fit the whole church into the hospital room, but you can fit some people from your life group. And you might not be able to invite everybody to the memorial or the funeral, but a few people from your life group can be there. So, while a strong whole or a strong community is important, we must, above anything else, do what the captain says. Genesis 6:22 says this, Noah did everything just as God has commanded him. And as believers, we are not our ship's captain. God is. So we have to surrender our time, our talents, and our treasure to him. And did you know that the best way to survive a storm is to point the front of the boat right at the waves? If you try to run from and you turn and that way catches you sideways, it's gonna sink your boat. If you can't outrun it, it's too strong. It's greater than you. Now, we have a captain that can navigate for us even when our boat is weak. So North Coast, here's my encouragement for you today. With God as a captain, our life reinforced by the people around us, and our ship put together, there's no storm we can't face. So I pray that you believe this word. I pray that you live this word. And ultimately, I pray for the victory on the storms that you have today. Thank you for joining us. Ahoy, mateys.